They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire deep for Ratley. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded at the 20. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 45. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
Just beat the play clock. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Herbert back to the air. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there at 22.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Well, whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Looking to throw. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, this This is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, caught by London. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick-6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Ready?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Damian Rattler. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you kind of get it back even with just 1 throw.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Back to throw. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. They're certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Third and long, it's Herbert. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down.
You, yellow. Green cap.
They'll set up a throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Monte Nicholson picks it, and the Chargers are going to have it here just past the 25. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got Anderson right side. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him. On 2nd down, Eckler. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball, the ones in the huddle doing the tripping, right now I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So the penalty there winds up on the offense. So obviously it's declined, and we have a change of possession.
Come on, set.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do you do? Run and try and get some yardage or make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks. Like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
On the ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Herbert on 1st down now. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 27 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And now here is another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Chargers 24, Falcons 7. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Okay, right.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left.
And my goodness, another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does. And I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Now back to throw. And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Herbert. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
A gain of 12. And the Chargers first down.
Again, Herbert. That's caught inside the 20. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Herbert throwing again. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Falcons 7. Justin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Taken in at the 3. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for. Take it. The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make our score 31-14 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Shot 17. Ready.
They'll try again, but he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Hurry.
They'll set up to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Deion Jones, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Herbert just beat the play clock. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd and 4. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost...
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Charger drive about to get going. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. He's got his man, London, right side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Herbert now. throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. That'll bring up second down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Once more, here's Eckler. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Herbert. It's complete to Williams. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Robbie Anderson from 4 yards out. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th. And my goodness, another interception. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football. Running on 1st down, Eckler.
A tackle by D'Angelo Malone.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Deion Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, break.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? We've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to a guy who caught a few passes to now an integral part of the passing game, sometimes the primary receiver, because a lot of these guys have wide receiver skills, and we're seeing that on display here. Just think about the guys of the past looking back at this game and saying, sure wish that was me. I'd love to have gone out for those types of passes.
Here we go.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll look to throw again. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Drew able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. It's Eckler again, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher, 3rd down and 9.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Here's Herbert. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Eckler now between the tackles. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And that is incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That's caught by Pitts. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2-2-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
But if you do it one.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way,